it's Todd Ault. I'm with Jason Bartholomew. Skyla's in the house. It is May 3rd. This is the 64th episode of Risk On. Jason, we hedged out April. We were up for the month.
We had a nice swing, though. We were down quite a bit.
We had a good quarter. We were down. We were getting killed in the second week of April. Small caps were getting smoked.
Yep.
We rallied back. We were up really nicely for April. We will be publishing the results once we are allowed to.
Yeah.
Yeah, got to make sure we get them checked out to make sure. But we had a good month.
We're just staying solid. We're trying to pick winners and cut the losers.
POWW, we're going to talk about that today. They announced the purchase of Gunbroker.com. Jason, did they pay almost $250 million?
I think they paid too much. That's my opinion. I'll have to look at the... May 11th,
I'm going to launch a new website called firearmsbroker.com, and I'll sell it to you for $1 million. What the heck?
Yeah.
240 million, right?
6 million subscribers. What's the math on that?
Well, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a little slow today.
But they're going to update us on May 11th.
Which is kind of odd.
Strange, considering that you just bought it and you spent all that time doing it, that you don't have an update for us today.
They spent $40 per subscriber, now that I break it down that way.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
But some of that's fluffery.
Of
so
course.
Let's say there's 20% fluffery. They paid, what, $60, $70 a subscriber?
Yeah. But
that's probably not that bad.
That's not that bad. They are
customer acquisition cost.
They raised what, 115 or 120. They've got to allocate some shares, quite a few shares, to make the deal whole.
A little dilution.
Yeah.
I know something about dilution. Happens occasionally.
I mean, just say they award $18 million at 7. That
Naked Brands knows about dilution too.
They do. Are they on the other side of it though?
I don't know. I thought they were pretty close to the other side, but God, they got a lot of stock outstanding.
They do. They didn't have a great day.
Does anyone know why they didn't have a great day? What happened to Naked Brands?
Volume was up.
Hey, it's May 3rd. It's the 64th episode of Risk On. What could be the greatest show about risk? Probably not. That's a forward-looking statement, but I assure you that no one believes that it's the greatest show about risk. Although I have belief that it could be, and that's all that matters.
Dogecoin, 41 cents.
Yeah.
Market cap's bigger than Ford.
Ethereum on a rip.
Really? Oh, let's do that. Let's get into this stuff.
Let's cover the market.
I want to get into that.
Let's cover the market. We're going to take our time today because we are up for the year.
In baseball and stocks.
We're up for baseball, betting baseball.
Yeah. ROI is close to
like
200.
Pete Rose, I can legally bet on baseball.
Yes.
Or unlike Pete Rose, I can legally bet.
He
can bet now, though.
Pete had his Rolls-Royce Wraith pimped out front the condo building over the weekend.
Was it getting waxed?
Carbon fiber hood, yeah, it was looking nice.
I love that guy, Charlie Hustle.
Yeah, man, he still looks like Pete Rose.
Sure. He's got that weird kind of like straw hair, scarecrow haircut.
A little bit of a bowl, kind of.
Yeah.
Had a nice female friend with him.
Unser Sr. died.
Yeah, that was natural causes.
That sucked.
Yep.
If you're a racing fan, Unser Sr. is a big deal. That sucked that he died.
We also had some bets in the Kentucky Derby.
We lost.
Yep.
Joey Lawrence was like the first draft pick, right? Wasn't he by
Trevor? Yeah, Trevor Lawrence.
I thought his name was Joey. Isn't he Saved by the Bell?
Saved by the Bell.
He's an actor and he became a quarterback?
He's going to Jacksonville.
Oh, I saw his hair. It's very long.
He's like 6'5", wiry guy, can throw the ball really well.
He looks a little skinny to me.
He'll beef up.
You think?
Yeah, they'll get him on the off-season program. He'll be fine. I mean, he's got the best trainers money can buy.
He went to Jacksonville, though.
Yeah, to the Jags.
What's in Jacksonville?
You got the Landing. It's a nice spot on the water to hang out. Duval County is primarily a red county. Lots of Patriots there, yeah.
Well, never thought about playing football in Jacksonville. Probably pretty sweaty there.
Yeah, the humidity. It's the humidity that'll get you.
Right.
2-a-day camps.
The Gators.
Gators, iguanas.
Oh, wait. Oh, Skyla. Hey, we got a bonus for you this morning. Every day from here to eternity, Skyla's going to tell us a new joke.
Oh, boy.
Skyla, let's go with we have 1 minute left for you to tell us the joke of the day with Skyla.
Right now.
Right now.
Loud.
Do you remember the joke?
hold on. Wait. Talk for a second.
Hey, University of Florida Gators. They're one of my favorite teams.
The alligators.
Yep.
No, I know. I'm trying to remember the first part of the joke. Okay. Hold on.
Stage fright.
Skyla.
Hey, I got a new name for it. Stage fright Skyla.
No, it's not. Like, I was thinking about it, and then hold on.
Skyla, you ever do any investigating?
The entire episode.
Oh, what do you call?
Here we go. Hold on.
Here it is.
Hold on. You got to let me prepare.
Hold on. Do it.
Okay. Hold on. I want to. Hold on. Ready? Go ahead.
What do you call an alligator that solves crimes?
What?
An investigator.
What do you call an alligator that solves crimes? An investigator.
Yes.
Yes.
Now, those of you who have kids will appreciate that you can use that joke anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
The one I'd said earlier, we can't use.
No.
What'd you say?
I can't say it.
Oh,
Come on,
you said
remember,
a
it was
very bad
terrible.
joke.
It's terrible.
Yeah, that was. Don't. So let's get to stocks.
We got a lot to talk about. The stonks were mixed today. Well, the markets.
Let's cover the Dow.
The Dow was up 238, 34,113.
How about the S&P?
Up 1150, 4192.
How about the Nasdaq?
Down 67.5, 13,895.
How about the Russell?
Don't know.
Down 11.
Oh, down 11.
No, excuse me, up 11.
Okay.
How about the VIX? Down
Flat.
down a little bit.
Down a little bit.
It's 18.18.
Now, how about Bitcoin?
Let's cover the Bitcoin.
I want to talk about the ratio. It's just closing the gap. Okay. Bitcoin currently 57,341. Okay. Ethereum 30. Wow, look at Ethereum. 3284. All right, so 3284. Let's do the math on this.
Let's pull up Ethereum real quick. Can we pull up the screen real quick? Ethereum
Wow.
is up in the last 24 hours 10%. Let's look at the chart. Don't take it down. Come on. Give me a break.
While Todd's
here.
looking at the chart, Ethereum to Bitcoin ratio is now 17.5 to 1. That's the lowest I've seen it.
Here's the 3-month chart. Back in March, it was below 1,500. It is now 3,200.
Monster move.
Look at the difference here. Okay, back on the screen here. Look at the difference: 57,368, and Ethereum 3,284.
It only takes 17.5 Ethereum to equal a Bitcoin. It's been trending that way now for a while. Every day we cover that. It was 30 to 1 not long ago.
This right here, this Dogecoin thing.
Yeah.
This to me is the reason why that there's a telltale sign that we're out of control.
For sure. This unlimited supply on Doge, for those of you that don't know.
Right.
And the market cap is larger than some of the iconic brands in America, like Ford Motor Company.
Right. I'm not suggesting that speculating isn't fun, but this is an unlimited currency that can be issued like crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And
It's
by the way, did you see the thing that Bill Maher did over the weekend?
I sent it. Yeah, that was crazy.
Holy Toledo.
He obliterated.
You guys got to watch Bill Maher
Yeah.
talk about Bitcoin. He called it Bitcoin boo-boo or boo-boo Bitcoin or something.
He shredded it all.
Oh, my God, it was terrible. I don't agree with him,
Yeah.
but it was compelling. So back to our ammunitions.
POW.
For the day I sold some at 783. May have been the best sell ever. So they announced today that they closed
Yep.
the transaction with Gunbroker.com. They didn't say they signed a definitive agreement.
They did not.
They closed the deal.
Let's look at the Business Wire PR here.
Yeah, I want to, if you don't mind, I'm going to, how do I find
Matter of
this?
fact, click on the Yahoo one. That'll give us some context
Yahoo?
here. Yeah, click on that. Scroll up a little.
Hold on a second. I know what we got to do here.
There we go.
Yeah, let's look at,
That'll be the same.
yeah, let's look at this.
Yep.
Let's pull up on the screen, please, Nick. I'm going to read this. So, Ammo Inc. announces the acquisition of Gunbroker.com. Keyword here, approximately $240 million. Do we know how they paid for it?
We do. Well, no, we don't specifically know how.
Maybe there's an 8K after the close.
Yeah, we have an idea of how they paid for it.
Right.
You know, they mentioned that they're going. It's going to be. It's like a half cash deal, and then the remaining in shares. based
Right.
on the capital they raised. That would make sense.
Right.
But you never know. It may be more shares than capital if they want to keep more cash on hand. $240 million acquisition, and the CEO of Gunbroker will take a board seat, if I do recall.
We couldn't be more excited bringing the gunbroker.com team into the ammo family.
Yeah, that's Steve Irvin.
Paid a little bit for it.
Yep. They definitely paid. But look what they have on the gunbroker.com.
Alex, I agree with you. Gunbroker.com was disappointing today. They dragged it out a very long time. They announced it kind of at an inopportune time, in my opinion. People kind of already knew it over the weekend because the guy who closed had to register with the SEC. I'm not going to lie to you. We cut our position back. We still have a ton of it, and I mean a ton.
Yeah.
More than 650,000 shares. I still like the deal. There's no question. Jason, but you're concerned that they overpaid.
I think they overpaid.
What's your data on that? Is it just you think that it, from an EBITDA perspective,
Yeah.
$240 million is too much?
Yeah, and the revenue. I just think they overpaid. I think they need to focus more on actually producing ammo. And I think right now there's a problem. We talked to somebody over the weekend. You know, it's not the brass that's the problem. It's the actual primers. The primers for the cartridges. There used to be around 3 cents a piece. And now the primers for each cartridge are around 30 cents a piece. And there's only 3 or 4 primer makers in the world, according to a very reputable source. It's almost impossible to get permitting for new primer facilities. You have to find a friendly state that's willing to cooperate with you. Israel has one of the biggest primer companies. So, yeah, it's the primers that are causing this problem.
Hey, Roland says they do about $40 million a year in
Right.
revenue. Now, I don't know if it's top line sales or it's EBITDA. This is what I can't keep.
I think it's 40 EBITDA.
Well, if it's 40 EBITDA, that's 6 times EBITDA. That's
Yeah,
not a bad price.
That's not bad. But I'm not for sure on that. I gotta go back
We
and
got to
look.
find this
It's been
out.
so long. I mean, it was February 1st.
Roland, the question is, do they do 40 million in EBITDA or 40 million in sales?
Yeah, let's find out.
Anyways, 40 million per year, I believe. Roland says. Yeah, I saw BTX was ripping. BTX is the old NTN buzz time. We filed a 13D position on that. We made a lot of money there. That was very good for us.
That was nice.
I feel good about myself just for a minute. What I do
Got
is
it.
I'm like Stuart Smalley. I look in the mirror and say, "Doggone it, I'm good enough." All because BTX went up.
Okay, 2020 revenue 60 million, 40 million of EBITDA. Okay, 6 million registered users.
So that means they're truly brokering then, because that's online margin EBITDA then, right? 40 million in EBITDA.
Also, transaction further expands upon Ammo's vertical integration strategy, which means now this is good though because you can't really quantify this, but Ammo's going to be able to approach all these registered users with the retail side for ammunition. Now, currently, the focus in the business model for POW is more law enforcement, military stuff.
I want to talk about this. OK Friedman says, I bought guns on gunbroker.com. It was a fine experience. You have to ship it to a local FFL.
FFL, yeah. So just a gun store locally, or someone that has an FFL.
Right.
There's a transfer fee involved. Nothing
Right.
major, $40.
But so they must have a margin on the transfer. So like an eBay of guns.
Yeah.
And so their margins are high. 64 million in revenue. That's why they paid. That's not a bad purchase price, actually.
That's not bad. Now that
6
it's
times
6
EBITDA?
times EBITDA. I didn't know that it was that
Sales-
valuable.
Yeah, sales is 64 million.
Yep.
Wow, that's amazing. That may not be a bad price.
Yeah.
Huh. Jeff Bombshell says, Bombchill says, I'm smart enough and people like me. Hey, I spoke to Jeff on the phone last night.
And we were I know what you're
Well,
talking
he's
about.
a smart guy,
Oh, yeah,
for
yeah.
sure.
I know what you're talking about.
This is the third time or fourth time I've ever spoken to him.
Right.
I realized he's really smart.
We didn't even bring him on for an interview yet.
I think we need to do it in conjunction with our new position.
Okay. Yeah.
I wonder if people would know we had a new position or not. I know Jeff knows.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yep.
Yeah. EBITDA. Yeah, I got you, Roland. Yeah, I see Robbie talks about BTX. That's right. It was a good trade. Thank you. You're right. Congratulations. Absolutely. Thank you. That was a good trade.
Now you saw RHE move big today. SSY on the back of RHE. SSY was another position that.
If you got caught with your pants down today,
Wow.
you were in Naked Brands. Let's bring that up real quick. Why did it sell off like a madman today? Right from the get-go, boom, down. All the way down to 60, like 5 or 4, or like 65. And then tried to rally back, but just kind of just got distributed all over this place today.
Couple
Did not look good.
Couple things. The Nasdaq was down all day.
I'm not worried about Naked. I'm just saying that's a big sell-off. A little bummer in the sense that the way it acted. I want to go to GameStop. Down 11 today. I still stick with my same position that I think year to date it's up $144, but I think it's dead money.
Naked's oversold right now.
Naked's oversold. You can trade GameStop, but I think it's dead money. Torch, speaking of dead, want to cover this?
Torchlight came out with another PR saying that they were delayed again from the SEC regarding the reverse takeover merger for Meta Materials. And, of course, the shorts could pile in. Weak hands sold. $1.89.
We didn't sell.
We didn't sell, full disclosure.
Waiting for the SEC to clear that proxy.
Special dividend. You know, one good thing about this, one bullish thing about this is oil, natural gas, very bullish. Oil is trending up nicely into the summertime. And theoretically, the assets for Torchlight, exploration company with oil, the assets that they are going to sell off could be worth more. That's one bullish thing.
Hey, on Aultonomous on Friday, we had Aultonomous is a podcast that I host, and I cover things with executives and people I like, people I think that are cutting edge or they've done something amazing. We had Stormi Simon on, the former president of Overstock.com. She started effectively from scratch in the warehouse, single mom, 2 kids on welfare, and worked her way up over 12 years to becoming the president of Overstock, and ultimately serving 3 years as president of Overstock.com, taking sales from around, when she started, around $20 million to when she left, more than $1 billion. Right. So we had Stormi Simon on, and she hung out over the weekend. We had a good time. Stormi Simon, thank you so much for being with us. That was fun. I feel like I sound like an announcer.
You do. You have an announcing voice. Christy and I were actually talking about that this weekend.
You know, I've been told that before. So, hey, coming up next.
Yeah.
Channel 5.
Do it.
Let's get to
stuff.
the shorts. So those of you who have been following the show for the month of April, we were long the SQQQs, which are effectively 3 times short the NASDAQ triple Qs. And we traded the heck out of this, Jason. I'm going to tell you real quickly that for the month of April, we hedged enough with them. I'm going to give you the exact number so you can see it for last month here. How do we do this here?
You got to change it.
You have to change that?
Well, I want to let you
I don't know.
customize.
$163,869.61.
YTD.
YTD.
Okay, yeah.
Trading the SQQQs. Short, so we're long them. You have to buy them to be short. Being short the actual triple Qs was another 156,000. So we really, we're basically negative on the market, but traded a lot.
It's a fine balance, is what you're doing there.
You saw today the Dow rally, and the Qs kind of roll over a little bit, but not hard. Nothing's moving dramatically, but I would call it like a little bit of doldrums.
The Dow really did. I thought the Dow would sell off a little more. The SPY didn't sell off really. But yeah, you're right though. May and June.
So like the lunatic that we can be, you and I, you call me last night and you make me buy the hell out of this thing.
SOS.
Please walk everyone through why we bought SOS, why I had to fat finger 125,000 shares of SOS, which is a dog today. I guess it's up for the year, though.
SOS has just to add another huge order to buy Ethereum miners. They currently have what I think is the largest amount of Ethereum miners for a publicly traded company. They also have already taken the best shot from who was it that smashed them? Citadel?
No, that was...
it was Hindenburg.
Hindenburg.
Yeah, they already smashed them. That's all they had. But I think the earnings, up to the earnings, are going to be very rewarding. A lot of revenue based on their mining capabilities. So we're just starting a position here in SOS, and currently we're a little upside down, but that's okay.
No, we're barely upside down.
Yeah, so it's
we
fine.
just bought it today.
Yeah. But yeah, Ethereum mining is the thesis.
Handle this yourself because it's up $1.44 in the aftermarket. This thing is ripping today up $3.13. It's at $6.39. Let's pull this up real quick.
They had they have an antibody test for rapid COVID on Amazon on the platform. So that's why this thing is directly ripping because of that news. I mean, it's up 200%.
Armada Trading said we need Todd to replace David Annenberg on
Planet Earth.
I never say his name right, but he has a great voice, by the way, and I don't have his voice. It'd be great if I did.
Yeah. Just to let you know on SOS, we have the ability to buy more. This was an entry. It was a pretty healthy entry, 125,000 shares. But yeah, I like this pick. EBON. I was looking at EBON also. It's another depressed crypto play. They have an actual broker. They have a broker in Hong Kong. They actually make a 6-nanometer A6 miner chip as well. But we decided to go with SOS, and we also decided to go with Canaan, C-A-N. Canaan's closing their offering. If they didn't PR it today, they will probably tomorrow at $12.60. They have warrants that execute at 16 and change. Canaan's going to have huge revenue, in my opinion. They had a massive order for $97 million in Avalon A6 miners recently. They had huge logistic problems and situations during COVID where they couldn't get the supply chain going. They have ramped up sales, and they've been able to deliver. They are second behind Bitmain. If you can't get a hold of the Ant miners, your next call will be to Canaan. And I'm seeing that a lot. There's an actual direct supplier in Arizona here called Block Forge. Canaan is a nice swing trade pick for us. We got an entry in that. We're long Canaan.
Hey, those of you who follow 13D filings that I do as the executive chairman of Alt Global, DPW, the symbol, on the NYC American, I filed an additional 13D. We own more than 10% of this company, Silver Sun Technologies. It's not a recommendation. We're just bringing you the information. It's filed publicly.
Did you mean to rhyme there? That was nice. That was very smooth.
What did I say?
It was not a recommendation. We're just bringing you the information. Cha-ching! Where is that? Hold on. This guy, man, he's on his game today.
Man. There you go. I think there's actually a cha-ching coin there. So we're long this stock, Sam, Nancy, Taylor.
So this is directly, you could say that RHE, Regional Health, has, this is a semi-sympathy play to the RHE.
No, this is SSNT.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was SSY.
Your SSNT.
Okay, we'll get the SSY.
Right. If you want to look at SSY.
I think I have. Do I have it? You can pull it up. That's fine.
SSY.
Another 13D.
We filed the 13D on this company.
Okay, here we go.
This is Sunlink Health Systems.
This was coming up on scanners.
I want to be very clear with you guys. I bought this for $2.
Correct.
So I'm going to be really brutally honest with you guys about where I stand with this. I'm a seller. Not because I don't think it could go higher. That's not the reason that I'm a seller. It's because I own a lot of other things. And the company, when I bought and filed against them, the 13D, they have a ridiculous poison pill in there that says you can't go over 4.9% without board approval.
That's right.
And so they sent me a letter and fought me on it. And rather than fight them, I liquidated.
Yep. And we took a nice profit.
It went up, rallied to $6.
You know, that's when talking to you about these positions, there's different avenues you can take with them. Okay, you forced us to sell. You forced us to bank money. Hey, thank you.
Yeah, so we sold. But we're always going to tell you the truth. We sold it. Doesn't mean I think it's going higher. But we couldn't get a position. When we file a 13D, we believe we can affect change with management And that would mean that we could buy them. We could work with the management team to help extract value.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we had merger ideas or merger candidates. We look to affect and influence management. That's what a 13D is. That's different than a 13G. A 13G is when you just report a large position in a public company because you are investing.
Yeah.
And we do invest from time to time. So this is Sunlink, SSY. Freeport McMoran, we were up today. For full disclosure, we are long, and we have a lot in this. I think we have about $500,000.
We're sizing up nicely now. This is the thesis for copper being a huge commodity play because of current economic conditions and current political administration decisions to go with the green technology play to try to electrify the country requires a lot of copper. And so we picked out FCX, one of the largest copper plays.
Yeah, this is Golden Minerals.
AUMN. Did you kill it?
What the heck just happened there?
You might have killed it.
How did I switch over?
I don't see it.
That was weird.
Whatever. Here's another good silver
First
play.
Majestic up 92 cents today.
Keith Neumeyer, CEO. Great silver play. Getting into some gold now. Just bought a piece of property in northern Nevada. Actually, just closed on it. So always looking for new opportunities for precious metal. They're not making any more. It's harder and harder to get a good quality ore out of the ground. So yeah, he just bought a position up in northern Nevada.
Hey, disclaimer: we are not recommending that you follow us on how we trade. This is a show for entertainment purposes. Do with it what you must. 52 cents up on BP.
Yeah. So a couple oil
you got a
players
theory here on oil, right?
I'm looking for a couple of oil tickers to swing into the summer to get long, and BP and Chevron are two large caps that I'm looking at. So I just wanted to put those up to get them on the list here. Chevron being the other one, of course. Warren Buffett was kidding around. Munger and him said, "Yeah, we should buy the whole thing about Chevron." So
Chevron up 248 today.
yeah, nice divvy.
Yeah. Nice play here.
So yeah, those
This during the COVID time. Let's look back a year. During COVID, look at how far
in
Chevron
the 70,
fell down
in
right
the
here.
60s?
You got to go back a little further, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, there
That
it
was
is.
in the 60s there.
Double, yeah.
Oh, that's 80. Wait. Yes,
No, look
59,
down. Yeah.
below 60.
Yep.
Hey, text 949-799-1831. We'll send you some merch. If you're enjoying the show and want some merch, text MERCH.
I know somebody else.
949-799-1831.
Papa Gorilla is a big oil guy. He's bullish.
Is he?
Yeah. So
That's kind of all the stocks we're going to cover. I caught the Berkshire annual meeting over the weekend. By the way, a couple things I did I'm going to talk about real quickly.
Ooh.
I covered the rest of my short in Tesla today. So that was nicely. We have been paring back pretty hard. And those of you who follow us and know what we own, let me tell you, you already know we own SSNT. We are long AEZS. We are long CLBS, KIQ, SOS, POWW, NVOS, NAK, NAKD, which is Naked Brand.
is that true? Bill and Melinda Gates are getting divorced. Breaking news.
What? I didn't hear that.
Yeah. It's on the chat. Roland says, breaking. Bill and Melinda Gates say they're ending their marriage.
There's no way that's true.
Dang.
Is that true?
I don't know. I'll have to talk to Roland
Interesting.
Okay, can I focus, please?
Yeah.
We're long NAK, NAKD, CAN, BOX, and we are short the diamonds. We are short the S&P, the SPYs. We are short the triple Qs, and we are long the S triple Qs, which are a short.
Yes.
We are very biased to the short side short term. Look at that number today.
We are. Wow.
Holy Toledo.
You know, that was like with Sell the News POWW also.
Right.
Kind of. And Torch.
We are
Wow.
long Iconics, IKNX, which is a 13D play, along with SSNT. We are long another stock that I'm really liking. I don't understand exactly the technology behind it, but CHRA.
Fly Ash infrastructure play.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We had talked about being long FCX. We are short Netflix. We bought some Ford today. We are long MDRR, which is a long position.
Correct. Justin's asking about NAC. Where
This
are we in
is
like
breaking
57?
news. Can we go back to that screen real quick? Is this really true?
Yeah, apparently. A lot of people are commenting saying it is true.
Bill Gates, after a great deal of thought and a lot of work on the relationship, we have decided to end our marriage. Over the last 27 years, we have raised 3 incredible children, built a foundation that works all over the world, enable people to lead healthy, productive lives. We continue to share the belief in the mission. We'll continue to work together at the foundation, but we no longer believe we can grow together as a couple. In the next phase of our lives, we ask for space and privacy for our family as we begin to navigate the new life. Melinda and Bill Gates. Wow. So the richest man in the world, Jeff Bezos, goes for the Sanchez girl. I got to admit, I know who Sanchez is, and if you ever met her in person, you'd probably leave your wife too. Just kidding. Kidding. No, she's very pretty. She's a very pretty girl.
27 years, huh? For
But
Bill and Melinda
Gates. So the 2 richest people can't find a long. Well, I guess they both had long marriages. So maybe you're not designed to live that long with one person or something. I don't know. I got a friend of mine who he's been married to the same person his whole life.
Maybe Bill will hang out
4
with
kids, seems to be doing fine.
Kim Kardashian, maybe. She's single.
Well, that would make sense, Kim. She's like Elizabeth Taylor. She's going to have like 9 or 10 husbands. Maybe she'll go back and remarry someone, like the guy, the basketball player, Kim Kardashian.
Yeah.
The chat is going nuts.
This short Microsoft, easy play, Armada said.
Maybe Bill and Kim will get married. Oh, someone said that, actually.
Popcorn.
That's where you got that.
Is it true that he's banned from a couple countries?
What will that divorce look like?
You know that, right?
No, he's legitimately, like, he has legit wealth.
Yeah.
MacKenzie Bezos, who doesn't really care about money and is giving it away like a drunken sailor, she was like, hey, I'll just take a third, whatever, I'm out of here. And then she gave all the voting power of it to Jeff. So she was very diplomatic about it.
That was very amicable.
I can't imagine Melinda saying, ooh, half? Half, Eddie. I want half, Eddie. Ooh, boy. This show is getting interesting. Andrea B. Andrea B has been ignoring me. She didn't go out with us that night because she didn't feel well. No tacos last night.
And they were good tacos.
And they were good.
too.
And
They
then
were
tonight, I'm
really
sure
good.
there'll be some other ailment that doesn't allow her to see us.
We had our own tacos.
No, I got the impression that she's like, well, if I have to leave to go somewhere, if I start the vacation from Todd now, and then I'm gone in North Carolina for a while, the distance, the 2 weeks that I'm gone, will be enough to detoxify herself of being around me.
No, it's a month.
Is it a month?
Mm-hmm.
Is it legitimately a month? Mm-hmm. Andrea.
It's a month.
Wow.
Both Jason and I are going to be alone.
Where have all the cowboys gone? What?
Said both Jason and I are going to be
Oh,
alone
yeah.
without
Skyla
kids.
and Jason will be alone the whole time. My wife will be back Tuesday night. Yeah. You guys. I saw a disturbing headline. And what section are we in now?
We're close to the fun stuff.
Hey, did you like the interview stuff we did the other day?
Yeah, for sure.
I want to interview Armada again. I didn't have enough time to talk to them.
Yeah, I want to talk to Armada about the biotickers I told him about, to ask him to look into it.
Sure.
AEZS,
I like that along. John Cannon said, where have all the cowboys gone? I remember that song.
Charlene Francoeur, I don't know Francais.
Oh, boy. I don't know French. I can't speak French.
Parlez-vous français?
So over the weekend, Charlie Munger effectively just said that crypto was crap. And I don't know that he could have held back any further than it's toxic. Wow, by the way.
He smashed it.
He smashed that, and Buffett and Charlie basically smashed Robinhood.
And then Bill Maher doubled down on it.
But they smashed Robinhood too.
Oh, yeah.
And he said, Warren Buffett said, I'm looking forward to reading their S1 and have them explain how they charge you nothing for trading, but they have revenue from it.
Massive. HFTs, you know the deal.
Sure.
Yeah.
I thought let me tell you about the what I wanted to cover in the 4th segment.
Hey, Richard, I missed you Friday on the super chat. That's my fault. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Oh, Richard says, great shave and trim. Hey, shout out to Brandon at the haircut place I go to. This guy, he gives me a haircut. He has to do it quick because I want to see Stormi. And he fades the sides in like this. He fades them. Shaves all around. Really did a good job.
Nice.
But when he shaved my my beard, he didn't have time for a straight razor. But he did this thing where he cut it with an electric razor, and then he took a straight razor and edged the whole thing.
Yeah.
And I have a new guy in Vegas to cut my hair. I've been going to a place in Orange County forever.
I might roll over there after the show. I need a cut.
Oh, you got to meet this guy.
All right, I'm gonna go over there.
You remember his number?
Yeah, I have it. So
Okay.
I got his card. It was legit. I mean, I really legitimately like.
Justin says just left Robinhood for ETrade. Process was terrible. Robinhood doesn't want you to leave. They charge you $75. That doesn't surprise me, man. You know why they hamstring you?
We have a big ETrade account.
Yeah, Justin, they put hamstring you on the trading hours for a reason. They set you up for failure, in my opinion.
This guy on what's his name? Is it Shalom?
Oh, Devere Shalom.
Delir Shalom. He says, "Oh my God, I didn't even recognize you." Yeah, someone said, "Did you lose weight?" I said, "No, I just lost hair."
And he got his ears lowered.
My ears are lowered a little bit.
That's all.
There's a lot out here.
Tyler Crank, you're right about that. I guess are they?
By the way, Tyler, that's a very true statement. And the interesting part about it is, they have been telling and saying that they would short Bitcoin if they had a method the entire way. Even Bill Gates said it.
Oh.
And now there is a way to short Bitcoin.
Yeah. Now they're.
And to me, let me characterize this. It is absolutely true that there may be cryptocurrency that is fraudulent. There may be cryptocurrency that is bad. There were 40 or 50 automakers that didn't survive. The thesis that they have that crypto is, let me just spell one of the issues with Bill Maher, okay? Bill Maher is saying basically it has no value and you run more electricity to mine crypto than you do the entire state of New York, right? That all may be true.
And he was,
but someone writes a check to pay for that electricity,
correct,
which validates the value of Bitcoin. They're willing to spend money with their belief in behind with that reward. And it becomes, listen, the reality is with gold, you have to decide, we as a society have to decide, well, the only catch with gold though is that gold is used in actual products.
It is.
Right. I'm not talking about jewelry on you.
Correct.
Although that is a big use of gold.
It's used in technology.
Used in technology.
Silver too. But
right.
It's also antimicrobial. It conducts heat real well. So.
But what's wrong with what's wrong with citizens of the world deciding that they believe something where people spend money to mine it and spend energy on it, right? Expend capital to mine it. What's wrong with them assigning the digital value to that? The problem is people don't believe that there's any digital world. They don't believe that because it's digital, it's just fake.
Correct.
And I simply just don't think it's true.
Well, I'm not a Bill Maher fan. Obviously, I'm on the other side. But listen, let me defend him real quick. He was calling out the hypocrisy of Zoomers, Gen Z, and millennials that were, cool hipsters, care about the environment.
I want to slow you down for a second.
Go ahead.
This is the most important part of this. Okay. What you're about to say, everyone has to pay attention to. What Jason is about to quote about Bill Maher is why, even though I don't agree with his politics, I like Bill Maher.
Yeah.
And this is really legit.
It is. I take his side on this.
Right.
Because, all these hipsters, all these cool, want to be caring about the environment, carbon footprint, zero emission vehicles. All these people are pro crypto and, cryptocurrency, the actual power used is more than the entire state of New York and New York City. It's massive.
It's legitimately not green.
Right. It's legitimately not green, but they're getting green in a different way. So.
And he called out Silicon Valley on it. Right. He basically said you guys are full of shit.
Yeah. So I was behind Bill on that point.
Yeah,
for sure. 100%.
Right. But I don't agree with Charlie Munger's philosophy that Bitcoin is the toxicity of the world. And to some extent, it's tough for me to even agree with Warren Buffett, even though I'm completely, he's one of the reasons I'm in this business. The problem is that he and Charlie have had access to capital and ways of trading their whole life.
Mm-hmm.
The average person has not. And so they may use it incorrectly right now, but over time they're empowered to use Robinhood, to use ETrade, and other methods to allow the common citizen to participate in things that they couldn't do before.
Yeah.
And by the way, tremendously costly. It used to be so expensive to trade stocks that you made it very difficult. The system was gamed against you. Effectively, the broker won, the investor effectively lost unless they had to. They effectively were told to buy and hold, and effectively they had to wait out that commission through a dividend or something to kind of pay that cost. So it's just kind of not fair. Yeah, are people using it improperly? He talked about how the 7-day calls.
Right.
Wall Street creates products that people want. You can't. Do you blame Well, see, I guess that would go to the whole drug dealer mentality, right? Do you blame Wall Street for creating 7-day calls when people want the instruments?
Also, triple leveraged ETFs that decay, like, if you hold. The drug, that's the drug dealer and then, the supplier and the demand.
It's a global environment where people can trade. Mm-hmm. It's an environment where people would rather believe they're paying for no commissions for order flow, but it's still fractional. Even if you said, let's make it a commission, it would be like under $4 or $5.
Right.
I mean, these are little numerous, basically de minimis transactions.
Well, you talked about crypto, being there's some fraud in ICOs and the initial coin offerings. And Elke Freeman says, hey, anyone can just copy the source code. We can call it altcoin. Anybody can start their own coin here, which, that does lead me to believe that there is the altcoins themselves. That entire sector does have some suspect situations. Let's just say that.
Mm-hmm. I love the theory, by the way, that about Elon Musk, that he had $1 billion put into crypto. Right? It was $1.5 billion.
Yeah, 1.5.
Crypto doubles.
Yep.
And what does he do to prove to the regulators that there's liquidity? He sells enough to make $100 million.
Yeah, he does.
Right?
Yep.
And to some extent, people don't understand how really brilliant that was. He proved that he could put Bitcoin on his balance sheet and that he could take a profit and still maintain his Bitcoin.
Yep.
So he actually proved the market, because the question would be, if you're an auditor, you have a huge position. It's now illiquid. We're going to make you take reserves against it. He's like, nah, ha, 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 I'll sell it. And he sold some. He still has a larger position than he did originally. And the auditors can't say boo.
Nope.
Hey, he legitimately made $100 million for it.
Some of these other companies that are actually, I want to see what happens when they start reporting transactions for Teslas in the form of Bitcoin.
They said they were going to keep it.
Yeah.
They're not going to convert it to fiat.
Yeah, I want to see those numbers, though. I want to see what the public's doing. Are they buying Tesla with Bitcoin? It's just interesting to me.
Yep. I thought that was a great Charlie Munger, Warren Buffett. They kind of slipped. You saw that, right?
Where?
Greg Abel. So Greg Abel's
yeah.
going to take over as CEO. It's clear as day.
That's right.
Ajit would be effectively vice chairman, and he would take over if something happened to Greg. But Greg Abel is going to effectively be the CEO when Warren Buffett leaves, right?
Yep.
I don't think Warren Buffett's leaving unless he's dead.
Wait, who's older, him or Munger? Munger's older.
Oh,
right?
Munger's way older. He's like 6 or 7 years old.
Yeah, okay.
Munger's old
96 or something?
Munger is old as dirt.
Yeah.
And that guy is literally like he's like 97. Or
Yeah.
But I don't mean old as dirt in the sense that that's a bad thing, but he's been around a long time, and he's a crotchety dude, and he likes what he likes. And
hey, how old is Elon? Anybody know?
He's old. He's younger than me by a couple years.
Is
I think
he?
He's like 47 or something, 48. Skyla,
Yeah.
how was your weekend?
I had a really good weekend. I went golfing at the Chimera Golf Club. It's like 30 minutes away from here with Roland. And I actually played all 18 holes for the first time because I usually end up like getting tired or something. We were there for like 5.5 hours. It was a long day and it was like 93 degrees, but there was a breeze. So it was okay, but it was really fun.
Is it that you get tired or you just hit all the balls into the drink and then you just have no more golf
Well,
balls?
actually, like last week we played and there was like 35-mile-an-hour winds. I lost all the balls. Like I lost all my balls. So I couldn't play anymore. But
I sense a
weekend was
risky
lot
bits
better.
coming with
Yeah,
some
I
of
see.
this.
I
Yeah,
lost all
this
my
weekend
balls,
was a
too.
lot better. It was fun.
And Roland
We
didn't have any
played good.
balls.
Elon
no, he has
is
some balls,
49.
for sure.
June 28th, 1971.
I had to get that in.
Hey, let's take the next 5 minutes to get to viewer questions.
Wait.
Go ahead.
There was a story, I guess, like 2 weeks ago in Henderson. Somebody got into a fight at a golf club,
I
and
heard
someone
about
got
this, yeah.
shot.
Yeah.
And then, like, people are taking golf way too seriously. I don't know, obviously, what the argument was. But
was a
people
real-
get really competitive in golf.
That's a real bloodbath. It was a skins
Yeah.
game. Go ahead, Todd.
I want to see if there's any questions. David Davy Boy, Caesar, thank you for the reply. Oh, why I don't talk about DPW?
Yeah.
Can't do that. Bitcoin will be. Wait. What's this? Wait. What's that? Bitcoin will be. Bitcoin will dilute to infinity.
Okay.
What?
Oh, let's see. Copycat altcoins with a minor tech improvement over Bitcoin. I see what he's saying.
Oh. There's too much vested money there. I don't think so.
You're saying, well, Oki, the technology is being overcome. Like, there's improvements. I know what you're saying, but what if Bitcoin's just a storage of wealth? I mean, the technology wouldn't be as important if you got all your coins in cold storage in a Trezor or something like that. I don't know.
Right. Any other questions, Josh, from the audience?
Somebody wanted to talk about Billy. That's like
I already slid into Melinda's DM. Sorry, gents. You snooze, you lose.
I saw that.
Oh
Third.
my god. Melinda looks interesting.
PTE. Let's look at PTE as a stock. Well, do you know PTE?
No. Let's take a look.
It's $1. Whoa.
PTE. Polaritite.
Armada, what do they do?
Let's take a look-see. They, formerly Majesco Entertainment, the owner of patent applications and know-how related to regenerative medicine and tissue engineering, as well as software applications used in diagnosis and treatment related to regenerative medicine.
How many shares are outstanding?
We are looking at a float of 67 million and 80 million outstanding and a market cap of 82 million. 52-week range 55 cents to $2.38. Average daily volume previous 3 months 4 million. Today's volume 700,000. Daily chart looks to be, oh wow. Hold on a second. Well, that's flat. The daily chart looks like it bounced off 85. Now it's consolidating the last week or so at around $1.
Does Armada have a reason why he likes it?
Is this an American company? Is this UK? What is this?
Armada, we need to know what you're thinking.
There's quite a few bag holders. Average cost $1.30. Interesting.
Exactly. We're gonna have to get the rest of your questions later. Fortunately, we got a little started a little late in terms of viewer questions.
Billy.
So I saw a headline. Let's get to the political side of it. I saw a couple headlines.
We got some good stuff here.
Let's go with DeSantis first. You want to cover this?
Yeah. This piggybacks on Caitlyn Jenner's thoughts. So, Governor of Florida, my man, I love this guy. My favorite governor, Ron DeSantis of Florida, signs bill banning biological males from competing in girls' sports. You want to cover the Caitlyn part because that came out last week, or you want me to?
Caitlyn Jenner basically said that he or they. You go do it. You do it. I'm going to mess it up.
Caitlyn Jenner, the former gold medalist Olympic athlete known as Bruce Jenner, came out and said, hey, it's not fair for biological males that have transitioned to females to compete head-to-head against biological girls in sports. In fact, it could cost scholastic scholarships, athletic scholarships for actual females when the biological males transition into girls' sports and basically steal scholarships away from these high school girls.
Caitlyn, who is transgender herself.
Correct.
Is against transgenders that are biological competing in a different
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That makes sense because she probably realizes.
No, that's
it's totally
powerful for her.
unfair.
It's a big realization there.
She says this. It's got a lot of credibility
Right.
because of who she is. DeSantis just says, "Hey, we're going to pass a law that says."
What's going on in
exactly
China? China implements a new crackdown on Christianity, shutting down Bible apps and Christian WeChat reports.
This is the freedom of religion. This just got me to thinking how lucky we are to live in America. You know, we have the freedom to practice any religion we want. China, just as a reminder, communist China, people that speak highly of China remember their human rights failures and then lack of freedom of religion. That's all.
What about this headline here?
This is something that was interesting to me. The administration currently in the White House says they have a plan to send $4 billion to Central America to tackle the, quote, root causes of mass migration into America. I say that's probably not going to help. And the reason I say that is because the living situations in Central America, like El Salvador, Honduras, these countries, it's terrible. The governments are not exactly on the up and up. Corruption is everywhere. You have a huge amount of gang presence that affect law enforcement and politics by just direct threats. These people are fleeing those countries because they have really no choice. They're coming here. And I just don't think that that type of investment is going to fix anything.
So the Bill and Melinda Gates divorce is going to soak this news up, but there's something in the Wall Street Journal today, and it's all over Fox, but I kind of wasn't going to report it until I saw it everywhere. Mm-hmm. Biden is raising the number of U.S. refugees admission cap to the United States, and it is astronomical. So he was facing blowback on there being 15,000 allowed. He's now allowing 62,500 immigrants in. And I don't know how this is going to work, but I know this is a headline.
Those are legal.
Legal refugees.
This is a big difference between legal and illegal. Now, some people can argue, well, no human is illegal. Okay, I can give you that point. But my point is there are no countries there are no sovereign nations without borders. Like, I can't just pick up my laptop and my phone and just head to, I don't know, we'll go down to Nicaragua and get free healthcare, free housing, get everything for free. It just doesn't work that way. So if you want a country, then a country has to have borders, and you have to have an immigration reform bill that addresses the border situation, because right now it's ripe with human trafficking. Kids are being taken across the border with coyotes. You don't know if they're their parents. It's a huge problem. COVID's not even being tested for a lot of these people, and COVID's supposed to be a big deal. So if you're Democrat, Republican, Independent, I don't care what you are, you want to address this type of situation that's going on.
I understand by Wednesday I'm going to have a firm date on the date that the Naked Brands CEO will be joining us in an interview from live from Australia.
Nice.
So I'm pretty excited about that. And we are going to really work on those questions that we're going to have him on. Now, I want to give a shout out to the Naked Army, because he actually asked for a copy of the links to the shows where the Naked Army was in the show.
Yeah.
And we were talking about Naked Brands. So he was pretty impressed.
Oh, cool.
I thought that was great that he wanted to hear what the Naked Army had to say.
That's awesome, man. That's great news. Of course, we did come out with news last Friday that the Naked ticker itself on the NASDAQ has 1 year to cure in order to meet the dollar threshold, and not 6 months.
Well, they meet all the categories except the price.
Correct.
Sure.
Okay.
So we'll be updating you on the Naked brand CEO coming here.
Oh, I wanted to cover that.
We're going to cover this story from the Washington Free Beacon.
Real quick, we've got some drama going on between Iran and America. There's some allegations that John Kerry may or may not have leaked some classified information from the Israeli military to Iran. Apparently, there's some stuff going on right now with sanctions. So there's a lot of crap talking right now going on between the countries. So I just wanted to cover that real quick.
Florida, we talked about suspends. You know this part already?
Yep. The COVID. Oh, yeah. Florida's open for business. You know that. But now Governor DeSantis said all remaining COVID restrictions are gone. They're no longer in a state of emergency. And if you look at the side-by-side comparison of a state like Florida with 22 million people and a state like New York with 19 or 20 million people, you'll notice that the COVID cases aren't any worse or better. It's about even, and they both had different takes in how they were handling the COVID situation.
I want to know why Bill and Melinda Gates, two of the richest people in the world, couldn't get along and stay married.
COVID.
Skyla,
I
why
think
not?
that tested a lot
Skyla,
of
why not?
people's
Do you think? Do you think Bill? What's the reason?
I don't know.
Maybe Bill. This needs.
Well, maybe they just grew apart. It could just not be that they're like fighting or something. Maybe they just have different interests now. I don't know.
Hey, we got to wrap this up.
Hey, it's May 3rd. This is Risk On. Jason, Josh, Skyla, Brett, Nick, the whole crew at Risk On. We appreciate your time. We'll see you tomorrow, guys. This was a good show. We had a good time. We'll see you tomorrow.